12 things women appreciate more than saying, I love you. Old Stoic Wisdom. Have you ever noticed that a woman can hear, I love you time and again, and still seem distant? It's because, though those words are powerful, they often don't ignite the fire we're all looking for. Sometimes, those words only strike the match. What we're about to explore is the wildfire, a deeper connection that transcends mere words. But before we get started, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe. Not for me, but because this content is coming straight from the heart. This isn't just about checking off a list of tips or spitting out information. I'm sharing a voice that goes beyond logic and advice. This is for the part of you that's tired of trying to figure her out and is ready to finally feel seen, while making sure she never stops seeing you. What we're building here is a real connection, and I need your energy to keep this momentum going. Now, picture this. You walk into a room, same outfit, same smile, but there's something different in the way you move. You're not chasing her attention. You own the space. You sit beside her, not hoping she'll notice you, but making sure she feels your presence if she doesn't. Today, we're not listing off generic advice. We're diving into 12 ways to make a woman feel loved in ways that outshine I love you. This is for the man who already knows his value but is ready to make it unforgettable. We're throwing away the rule book that told you to hold back, to be less, because being too much when it's rooted in truth is exactly what makes you irresistible. You're not here to be polite. You're here to be felt. So take this in. It's not fluff, it's fuel. This is soul work, dressed up as relationship wisdom. And when you finish reading, I want you to do more than just understand your power. I want you to embody it. If you're with me, say these 4 words aloud. I am the gravity, not the magnet, not the bait, the gravity. Now, let's set this fire ablaze. Number 1, the power of undivided attention. One of the most powerful things a man can offer a woman is the gift of undivided attention. Picture this. You're out to dinner at your favourite spot. The setting is perfect. The soft glow of dim lights, the smooth rhythm of jazz floating in the background, and the subtle intimacy that fills the room. She's sitting across from you, her hair a bit messy but still looking stunning. In the dress you love, she's telling you something that matters to her. But then, your phone buzzes. Just a quick glance down. It's a group chat. Nothing important, but when you look up, you notice it. The warmth in her eyes has dimmed. The connection that was once electric now feels distant, and you sense it in your chest. I just lost the moment. You think to yourself, life pulls at us constantly. Work, notifications, errands, demanding our attention at every turn. But in that fleeting moment, without even realizing it, you've made her feel unseen, unimportant. And that, my friend, is something most women won't voice. It's a subtle shift, but it hits deep. You see, women may not always articulate their needs, but they feel it when your attention slips away. They won't demand your focus. Instead, they'll gradually stop revealing the parts of themselves that were once meant to be shared in those intimate, present moments. The truth is, love isn't just about grand gestures or big declarations. It's about the quiet, attentive moments where you are fully there, listening, engaging, and that's where real love lives. It's not about gazing at her like she's some prize on display. It's about making her feel like she's the center of your universe, even in a crowded room. Now, I know what you're thinking, but what if she doesn't notice? What if I give her all my attention and she's still lost in her phone? Let me share a little secret with you. When you lead with presence, you change everything. You become the energy. You don't have to beg for her to reciprocate. You create the gravity that pulls her back. That's the magic of true presence. It's not about demanding attention, it's about commanding it. And the unforgettable ones, they don't need to be louder. They are deeper, and they leave a lasting impact. Now, here's a hard truth. A woman may forget the text where you said, I love you, but she'll never forget the look in your eyes when she felt, for that moment, that you truly wanted to be nowhere else but with her. That's the kind of attention women crave. More than words, more than promises. So, when you sit with her, be there, not with your mental to-do list or your fingers scrolling through social media, but with a calm presence that says, I'm here, and I'm here fully. Sit with her as if you're listening with your soul. In a world brimming with distractions, a man who is fully present is a rare, unforgettable force. And the kind of touch that comes from that presence, it's not just a gesture. It's a connection that lingers, speaking volumes before words even surface. As we dive deeper into this, know that this is just the beginning. Claim your presence. Step into it. You are the presence that changes everything. Because that's how women truly feel love. And that's the essence of Old Stoic wisdom, being in the moment, embracing it with an iron mind, staying grounded with Stoic principles, become the man who commands attention, and watch the world shift around you. Number 2, touch that lingers, not just passes. Gentlemen, picture this scene. You've just come home after a grueling day. Your muscles ache, your mind is a whirl of thoughts, and you carry the invisible burdens of your world, ones you've never quite found the words for. Enter your partner. She smiles, moves towards you, and pulls you into a hug. Not a fleeting pat on the back, not a hurried one. Armed squeeze while she mentally checks off her to-do list. No, she embraces you fully, arms wrapping around you, her heart pressing against yours. And you both just stand there, breathing in unison for a full 7 seconds. In those brief moments, something shifts deep within. Your breath slows, the tension in your shoulders eases, and without a single word spoken, her touch whispers, I'm here. You're safe. We're still us. That, my friends, is the power of real intentional touch. This isn't just skin meeting skin. It's something far deeper. It's your soul reaching out to another's, quietly saying, I choose you. I haven't stopped choosing you. It's no secret that touch, especially from someone you love, can calm even the most turbulent mind. Yet, so many men don't realize how much they long for it, or how much it speaks to their very core. The Stoic rules of life tell us that strength comes from within, but that doesn't mean we must carry our burdens alone. We are, at our essence, social creatures, and while we may not voice it as often as we should, we feel the need for that deep connection. We want to know that we're seen, heard, and understood. That's the beauty of touch that lingers. Think about it. A quick kiss can feel like a task you tick off your list. A fleeting touch is just that, a passing moment, gone before you even realize it's happened. But when the touch lingers, when it's deliberate and present, it doesn't just connect, it transforms. It's as if the touch is rewriting something deep within, rewriting the unspoken promises and commitments you share. This isn't just a fleeting thing, it's like music. The noise of a quick touch fades into the background, but the rhythm of a lingering one, that's what resonates. It's not about lust, it's not about the fleeting spark, it's about home. When you touch with intention, you give her more than just a physical embrace. You create a space where trust, safety, and love grow deeper than words could ever convey. In this world of chaos, where we're constantly bombarded by distractions, don't just graze past her on your way out the door. Take a moment to really be with her. Wrap her in your embrace like you mean it. Let her settle into the warmth of your presence. That touch, that connection, it's not just a passing moment, it's a seed. And as it plants, her shoulders drop, her heart opens, and the attraction between you deepens, not from desire, but from that profound sense of being home. The practical stoicism of relationships teaches us that true connection isn't always about grand gestures or over-the-top declarations. Sometimes it's in those simple, quiet moments, the touch that lingers, the hug that doesn't rush, the reassurance without words. So, don't let those moments pass you by. Choose to be present. Choose to touch with intention. That's how you nurture the paths of wisdom that keep relationships strong, grounded, and lasting. In the end, remember you must be there, in the moment. Don't just pass through life together, linger. That's where the real magic happens. Number 3, feed her body. but nourish her spirit. To truly nourish a woman, you must feed not just her body but her spirit. It's not about the meal itself, it's about the intent, the thought behind it. In a world that often demands women be strong, graceful, and self-sufficient, there's a quiet power in this simple act of care. Think about it. It's late on a Tuesday, you're both tired, the weight of life pressing down, you walk into the kitchen, and there she is, making your favourite meal. It's not the easiest choice, nor the quickest. It's what makes you feel seen, understood, and appreciated. It's more than sustenance, it's a moment of connection. When women sit down to a meal like this, it's not just food. They taste memory, they taste comfort, they taste your love. No words are necessary. It's in the way she exhales, in the way she appreciates that you took the time to remember what matters to her. This is not submission. It is an affirmation of understanding, of emotional intelligence. You're not performing a duty, you're offering a form of silent support. And in a world where women often hide their vulnerabilities, gestures like this speak louder than any "I love you" ever could. Even if you mess it up, burn it a little, or get flour in your hair, it's not about perfection. It's about the intention, the care that's wrapped up in every bite. She doesn't just feel full, she feels seen, chosen, and loved. This isn't about domestic duty, it's about deep emotional connection. As Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." In this act of nourishment, you strip away the unnecessary and focus on what truly matters: connection. Feed her, not to impress, but to care. Understand that the little things often carry the most weight. You must be present in the moment. Remember that true strength is not in grand gestures, but in the quiet, thoughtful acts that speak to the heart. Stoicism teaches us to master our desires, to know what truly nourishes us. The simple, seemingly small act, nourishing her body and soul, is a powerful tool to win in relationships, to master life, and to show, without saying a word, that you are always in her corner. This is how you win, not just in love, but in life. This is how you create a bond that endures. If you found this valuable, comment below, and share it with someone who could benefit from this wisdom. Don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing insights. Comment to remember. I cherish the small, meaningful gestures that create deep connection. Leave this in the comments to engage with our community and reflect on the power of genuine care and attention in relationships. Number 4, dress like desire. Don't misunderstand. It's never about impressing her. It's about reminding yourself that you're the flame, and she's just lucky to feel the heat. Let's be real, life gets chaotic. You've been wearing jeans, shirts, and hoodies all week. But then, tonight, something shifts. You decide to break the monotony. You step into that suit or outfit, the one that fits you perfectly, the one she loves to see you in. You walk into the room, and for a moment, her world pauses. She looks at you like she's meeting you for the first time. But it's not the outfit that steals her attention. It's the intention behind it. When you wear something that says, "I still want to ignite your passion, even after all the routines, the errands, and the years," it speaks louder than any words could. Now, you might be thinking, do I have to keep dressing up to keep her interested? The answer is no, not for her. You dress up for yourself. You dress up because it's a powerful reminder of your own worth. When you feel magnetic, alive, and confident, it's not just about catching her eye. It's about catching your reflection and thinking, damn, I still have it. Women, yes, are visual creatures, but they crave more than just a pretty face. They crave the energy of a man who understands his power and refuses to let the world dull his shine. That's old Stoic wisdom at play, the iron mind that refuses to bow to the pressures of time or routine. So don't dress up for her. Dress up for the part of you that remembers exactly who you are. It's not vanity. It's about embodying the Stoic principles of self, respect and self-awareness. And remember, you're not just reminding her of what you bring to the table. You're reminding yourself of the fire you've always had within you. Don't let life's hustle make you forget it. Number 5. Your health is her future. Let's be clear about something here. This isn't about numbers on a scale. It's not about chasing the ideal body or fitting into summer clothes. This is about something much bigger. A promise. A vow. Imagine this: you're lacing up your sneakers. You're stretching, taking deep breaths. You're moving your body. Not because society says you should, but because you want to live longer beside the woman you love. This is your subtle declaration, not of vanity, but of commitment. It's the kind of vow that whispers softly, I want to be here, not just now, but for years, decades even. I want to experience the life we haven't lived yet. Every deep breath, every stretch, every step you take isn't just a physical action. It's a promise to a future. And that green smoothie you're sipping, it's not a punishment. It's a declaration. You're not punishing yourself. You're preparing yourself to live a long, healthy, and fulfilled life with her. But here's the truth. Your wellness isn't just about you. It's about her too. When she sees you caring for your body, managing your stress, and fueling yourself with the care and respect you deserve, it gives her peace of mind. She notices the little things: the way you move with purpose, the way you prioritize your health, the way you stay present. She sees you caring for your body because you understand that it's sacred, and, in return, it shows her that your life together is something worth protecting. This is where the Stoic rules come into play. The ancient wisdom tells us that true strength isn't just about muscle. It's about consistency, commitment, and understanding that life is fleeting. When you take care of your health, you're following a path of wisdom that honors the life you've been given and the future that lies ahead. In this sense, practical Stoicism isn't about grand gestures or dramatic proclamations. It's about showing your commitment through your actions. Self-care isn't selfish, it's shared care. And when you treat your body with respect, you're teaching her something powerful. You're showing her that you are in this for the long haul. Your discipline isn't wasted. It leads, it inspires, it sets the tone for both of you. And that, my friend, is a gift that goes beyond words. Remember, your health is not just a personal goal. It's a shared vision for the future, a future you're building together, step by step, breath by breath. So keep going, keep moving forward. Every time you stretch, every time you walk, you are saying, I want a future with you, and I'm willing to fight for it. In the end, this isn't just about staying healthy. It's about staying committed. It's about showing that, through your actions, you're not only saying, I love you, you're proving it. That's the true power of the Stoic approach to demonstrate care. Not just in words, but in every single action you take. Keep following those paths of wisdom because your health is her future, and that future is worth everything. Number 6, speak into her strength. There's a quiet, unseen force that drives a woman more than words of affection ever could. Her internal struggle with her own sense of worth. Every woman carries within him a question that often remains unspoken. Am I enough? This question doesn't fade with age, power, or success. It's always there, lurking beneath the surface. And how can you, as a man, respond to this silent inquiry? You don't need grand gestures or dramatic words. Speak into her strength. Notice the small things she does, things she might not even recognize as significant. When she's in the kitchen, twisting off the lid of a peanut butter jar, when she takes the trash out without being asked, or when she unpacks the groceries, know that she's not expecting a pat on the back. But when you quietly acknowledge her actions, when you say, I love how you just take care of things without me having to ask, you change something in her. You don't flatter, you honor. This is where Stoic wisdom enters. Epictetus taught that true strength is in recognizing what's right in front of you and showing gratitude for it, not waiting for recognition, but cultivating it yourself. When you recognize the small victories, the unsung efforts, you affirm her place in the world. Her chest might not puff out, but her spirit rises. The world may never see her efforts, but you do, and you communicate that. In a world obsessed with words, action becomes the true language of love. It's not the grand declarations that leave a mark, it's the everyday acts, the quiet acknowledgement of a job well done. By doing this, you create an emotional safety net that is worth more than 1,000 compliments. Stoicism wins when you choose to see her in these moments. You raise her not by praising her ego, but by nourishing her inner worth. It's this recognition that will have her feeling not only loved, but elevated. And a woman who feels elevated, who knows she is seen and appreciated, will always rise to the occasion, always give more than you expect. Don't wait for her to ask for validation. You must witness her, celebrate her strength, and speak into her soul. Epictetus was clear true power lies in recognizing what is before you and embracing it without fanfare. Speak into her strength, not because she needs it, but because you know it will help her rise to her fullest potential. That's how you win, and that's how Stoicism wins. If you find today's content useful to you, don't forget to share your feelings and lessons with us, or simply comment, "Very cool." It's a great encouragement for our channel makers. Thank you very much. Number 7. Freedom is the new seduction. Freedom is the ultimate form of seduction. Imagine this scene: she's on the couch, headphones in, absorbed in a video or some show about things you couldn't care less about. Fashion, cooking, or who knows what else you walk by. Take a casual glance, and instead of sighing, instead of asking when you'll get her attention again, you say, "Enjoy your time, babe. I'll see you after." No guilt trip, no pressure, just peace. And then she looks up at you, not with a sense of guilt or worry, but with the realization that being with a man who doesn't cling to her for validation feels safe, comforting, and liberating. Because here's the fundamental truth: a woman who's trusted with her own space will return to you with more of herself. You want to be irresistible. Stop panicking when she pulls away to recharge. The key to healthy love isn't about constantly being next to each other, it's about being present in the moment. Wherever you are, even when you're apart, she doesn't need you every second of the day. What she needs is the assurance that when she steps away, you won't fall apart behind her. That's what seduces a woman in a world drowning in neediness. Let me put it in Denzel terms: the man who allows a woman to miss him is the one who is missed the most. So when she says she's hanging out with friends, going for a solo drive, or simply getting lost in her own world, don't take it personally. Don't see it as emotional distance. See it as an investment in the relationship, an affirmation of her autonomy and humanity. Don't think you'll lose her by letting her breathe. In fact, you keep her by offering her that space, by letting her feel free. Watch as she returns to you, not out of obligation, but because she genuinely desires to share the best parts of herself. Old Stoic wisdom teaches us that to maintain an iron mind, one must balance independence with connection. The principles tell us that love thrives when both individuals retain their wholeness, allowing space to breathe without fear of disconnection. Don't stifle her spirit. Instead, embrace the freedom that allows her to come back to you stronger, more present, and more fully herself. It's not about proximity. It's about knowing that love isn't a constant need for attention, but the quiet confidence that you're both secure, both free, and both whole. Number 8. Drop the quickie like a fire starter. It's not always about making love slowly. Gentlemen, sometimes it's about showing her that your desire doesn't always require a formal ceremony. Picture this. She passed you wearing a nightgown, revealing her white skin and long legs. You're folding, lost in the rhythm of your task, but then you catch that moment. You feel that shift in the air. It's the unexpected spark, and before she even knows what's happening, you reach for her. Forget the candles. Forget the playlist. You don't need them. What you need is the presence of mind to seize that fleeting moment of desire. It's about letting your hands, your lips, your energy speak louder than anything you've said all day. No plans, no rehearsals, just real, raw, honest connection. It's not about perfection. It's about presence. That's the magic. And here's the truth. Intimacy doesn't need a reservation. Sometimes, all it needs is permission. Permission to be spontaneous, to drop the rules, and to act on instinct. Let go of the idea that every intimate moment has to be planned and perfect. This isn't about using sex to hold her attention, and it certainly isn't about performance. No, this is about possibility. You're allowing the moment to unfold freely. Under all your calm, your poise, and your careful structure, there's fire. Let her feel it. Show her that, even in the most composed moments, there's a burning desire just for her, because it's not about the length of time. In fact, in just 3 minutes, you can create a memory that stays with her far longer than any drawn-out rendezvous could. It's the surprise, the unexpectedness, the raw intensity of that brief encounter that will make her remember it. That knowing smirk you give her afterward, it's the whisper of, "I want you, always." This is what stays with her. This is what makes the difference. You might not realize it, but in that short burst of passion, you've left something lasting behind. It's like a song that gets stuck in her head, playing over and over again, even as she heads to work, the gym, or out into the world. So, drop the quickie, but not as a strategy. Drop it like a fire starter. No apologies, no explanations, just heat. That's the Stoic rule for intimacy. Be spontaneous, be bold, and don't overthink it. If you follow the paths of wisdom, you'll see that life doesn't wait for perfect moments. Sometimes, it's the unplanned encounters that leave the most lasting impact. In the end, the beauty of this moment is simple. It's not about following a rigid formula, it's about embracing the natural flow of desire. You must understand that true intimacy comes from the unexpected, the quick, the fiery, and the sincere. That's what keeps the connection alive. Number 9, thank her for the invisible things. In the world we live in, it's easy to overlook the small but significant actions that women do without expecting recognition. They don't seek praise for carrying in the groceries, fixing the broken sink, or picking up your favourite snack. But let me tell you, deep inside, every woman is asking the same question: does he see me? Does he appreciate the invisible things I do? This is where you, as a man, have the power to change everything. Say thank you, not in a way that feels obligatory or forced, but in a genuine, unexpected way. In doing so, you show her that her efforts matter. You show her that you recognize her contributions, even when she doesn't ask for acknowledgement. Thank you is more than just a polite phrase. It's a statement of profound respect. It's a signal to her spirit, telling her that she's seen, that her quiet efforts do not go unnoticed. Remember, women don't typically demand appreciation. They don't need it, but they feel its weight when it's given sincerely. You don't need to throw a celebration for every small action, but a thoughtful thank you at the right moment can do wonders. It says, you are not invisible. You matter. Your work is seen and valued. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, taught us that the key to a good life lies in recognizing what we control and what we don't. When you thank her for the unseen, you are exercising control over something incredibly powerful connection. Life is busy, I know. You juggle your own responsibilities, and there's a longing inside you to be seen as well. But here's the truth. The man who acknowledges the unseen, the one who appreciates instead of expects, builds a bond that cannot be broken. The invisible is where real intimacy is nurtured. It's not about grand gestures or performances. It's about the quiet strength that comes from gratitude. So, let it be known. When you recognize her efforts, you are not only strengthening your relationship, but you are also cultivating a space where both of you can thrive. Acknowledge what's not always obvious, and you will find that the bond between you two is one that wins. Just as the teachings of Stoicism win, don't wait for a special occasion. A simple, sincere thank you can elevate your relationship and change everything. Make it a habit. Practice it consistently. It's not just about gratitude. It's about building a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. Don't underestimate the power of the small things. Thank her. and watch your connection grow stronger. Epictetus would remind you, in the smallest actions, the greatest victories are won. If you've made it this far, you understand the power of gratitude, the small, unnoticed things, the quiet acts of love. Those are the moments that truly matter. If you recognize the value of seeing and appreciating the unseen, comment below with, "I see you," and "I appreciate you." Let's start a conversation about building stronger connections. Number 10. Ask her opinion. Then listen like it matters. This isn't just a matter of offering advice. It's about fostering a real connection. You don't need to fix everything for her. You need to be a part of her world, offering insight, perspective, and even companionship in decisions big and small. Women often crave a sense of being valued, not just through the outdated provide and protect cliches, but through being genuinely respected for their thoughts and ideas. Picture this. She's sitting on the couch, scrolling through vacation spots or staring at a work email that demands a tough decision. Maybe she could call her sister, text a friend, or Google the options. But instead, she turns to you and asks, "What do you think I should do?" Not out of frustration, not sarcastically, but with real curiosity about your take on things. She values your opinion, and she wants to hear your thoughts because, in that moment, your perspective matters. You sit up a little straighter, pause, and offer your thoughts, not to fix her or control her, but because you want to show up for her. You're not being asked to make the decision for her, but you're being invited into her inner world. This isn't just about offering help, it's about creating a partnership, making her feel like you're not just a background character in her life. You become her teammate, her protector, her partner. Women want to feel that their partner is present, attentive, and invested. And this kind of interaction gives them that sense of value. By offering your opinion, you're telling her, "I am here for you, and my voice matters in your world." This is intimacy at its finest. When she asks you what she should wear for dinner, or which picture to post online, she's not just asking for a decision, she's offering you a chance to be involved in the choices that shape her world. This isn't about controlling her decisions, it's about being included in the process. You're showing that your thoughts and input are important to her, and when she feels like your voice is heard and respected, she'll open up more, trusting you further. This is where true connection grows. It's rooted in the Old Stoic wisdom and Stoic principles of emotional strength and mutual respect. You don't need to say "I love you" all the time. The real test of love is in how you include one another in the day. 2 day decisions that define your lives. Let her see that your thoughts have power, and she'll show up for you with an iron mind, ready to share, listen, and trust. So, don't be afraid to speak up. Don't hesitate to listen. Be present in the dialogue because, in doing so, you invite her into your world in ways that will strengthen your bond. That is the essence of intimacy. Number 11. Hold space for her unspoken. Picture this. She comes home late, walks through the door. The familiar sound of keys dropping onto the counter fills the quiet. Her smile is there, yes, but it's barely there, strained, like it's being held up by sheer will. Her body language says it all, slumped, exhausted, distant. You ask her how her day went, and she mutters a nonchalant, "Fine," but you know it wasn't. You can feel it in her demeanour, in the way her steps drag, in the tension in her shoulders. She grabs a drink, slumps into the couch, flicks on the TV, but her mind is a million miles away. It's the perfect moment for a decision. Do you push further? Ask again. Try to get her to open up. Or do you do something different, something deeper? You see, in that moment, she doesn't need you to question, pry, or press her. What she needs, what every woman needs at times, is the space to breathe, to feel without the pressure of explanation. Don't rush to fill the silence with words or well-meaning advice. Be present, but not overwhelming. Sit beside her, close enough to show you're there, but not demanding. Don't expect her to share. Don't push her to unload. Just hold the space. Simply be there, steady and calm. This, my friend, is one of the most profound things you can do for her. The Stoic rules teach us that silence isn't an absence, but a presence. Silence is strength, and when it's done with the right intention, it becomes one of the most powerful tools in connecting with someone. This is practical Stoicism in action, creating a space where emotions can move freely, without the weight of judgment or analysis. Sometimes, the best thing to do is nothing. Don't rush in with solutions. Don't feel the urge to fix. Just be the container, the calm center in the storm. Because, let's be honest, most women weren't raised to be emotionally open in the same way they are expected to be. But in that moment, when you hold the space for her to take off that armor, don't see it as weakness. See it for what it is, a gift. A woman taking off her emotional armor is not a sign of fragility, but a sign of trust. She trusts you enough to be real. She trusts you enough to be vulnerable. In the paths of wisdom, it's understood that not everything needs to be fixed, especially not feelings. Sometimes, the greatest act of love and support is simply being there in silence, letting the other person feel without pressure. In these moments, you don't just become the man she lives beside. You become the one she confides in, leans into, and ultimately feels safe with. Remember this, hold space for her. Be the man she doesn't feel the need to hide from. Be the silence she trusts. Be the calm in the storm, not the noise she avoids. That's how you become not just her partner, but her safe harbor. A place where she can crumble, but still feel strong. A place where she can speak without fear and rest without judgment. So, don't feel the silence. Hold it steady. And in doing so, you'll create the kind of connection that goes far deeper than words. Number 12. Frame the memory. Show the now. In the realm of love, actions always speak louder than words. Epictetus, the ancient Stoic philosopher, often reminded us that it is not the words we say, but the way we live and demonstrate our values that truly matter. When it comes to showing love to a woman, there are countless ways to leave a lasting impression. Frame the memory. This is a lesson worth mastering. It's not about the fleeting words of, "I love you." It's about showing, through deliberate actions, that the moment shared meant something, that it mattered enough to be captured and preserved. Picture this. It's an ordinary Sunday. The music's playing softly in the background, and as you tidy up, your gaze falls on a framed photo, one that wasn't just a random snapshot, but a moment frozen in time. Perhaps it's from a vacation, or a simple kitchen moment, where laughter and love were captured without any effort, simply because the two of you were present, fully immersed in the moment. And when she sees that photo, when she looks at it just as you do, there's an unspoken understanding that resonates deep within her. This is not just a picture, it is proof of a bond, of connection, of love that endures beyond words. This is how you frame the memory, not just for nostalgia, but as a constant reminder that this love, this connection, is real. A photo on a nightstand isn't mere decoration, it's devotion. You are saying, "This meant something to me." It still does, and it always will. In today's world, where texts disappear into digital oblivion, and moments are often lost before you even have a chance to appreciate them, this framed memory becomes the anchor. It becomes the symbol of a love that stays, even when everything else is moving too fast. You're not simply reminding her that you're there. You're reminding her that what you have together is worth cherishing. And that, my friend, is where the true power lies. Don't just speak love, show it in the quietest, most enduring ways. As Epictetus would tell us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Likewise, true love doesn't need grand gestures. It thrives in the quiet actions that speak volumes. You must learn to frame the memory, not just for the past, but for now, as a declaration that this love is worth staying for. Never forget, your actions will define your bond. Frame the memory, for it is this which shows her more than any words, that she is loved and that the connection you share is worth fighting for. Hey there, thank you for sticking with me until the end. You've just unlocked a new way of thinking about love, and that's powerful. This isn't about random tips. This is about real transformation. When you show up with presence, touch with purpose, and speak with truth, it's not just about love anymore. It's about leaving an impression that stays with someone long after the moment passes. That's how you become unforgettable. If this resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, hit subscribe for more soul-deep content, and share this with a man who's ready to move differently in love. You're no longer chasing attention. You're commanding connection. And always remember, this kind of energy doesn't fade. It echoes. So, stay glowing. Stay grounded. I'll see you soon.